My first on-camera weigh-in, successfully descending from 190 pounds. After my little holiday Easter refeed yesterday, first thing in the morning. What's going on? Nick Wright, NWB, Raw TV, the breakfast making bicep. So check it out. I've actually been quite on point with my diet. However, I realize that I think I've only shown you guys every single time I have a fun meal outside of my diet. So it probably looks like I'm not doing anything. But the numbers don't lie. Yesterday I stepped on the scale first thing in the morning and I was actually 184. And that was a very, very, very light day of eating. I actually skimped out on my last shake that I was supposed to have, so I might have even been a little bit lighter than I normally would be. But anyway, so the 186 is, you know, that's after the full, I didn't cheat too bad. Like, I didn't go all day just cheating. I stayed on the entire diet, and just the only meal that was off was just dinner with the entire family, which was like a lasagna type of dinner. So, and I still didn't go too insane with that. So I've been on it. It's pretty cool. But the benefit here, guys, don't forget, is I'm also not dieting to go into a bodybuilding competition this time, unlike all my past dieting over the years. So there's no deadline that I have to get shredded for. In fact, getting shredded isn't even necessarily the full goal here. It's the short-term goal right now to get lean. But the main goal, the main reason I'm even doing this is just so I can lean bulk once I get lean. But to lean bulk, you have to get lean first. So this is literally like saying pause, everybody pause, stop what they're doing. Let's clean up this work environment and get everything organized and then continue working. That's what we're doing now. We're cleaning up the work environment and getting everything organized. And then I'm excited because I'm going to lean bulk and I kind of want to live out the rest of my lifting years. Basically just lean bulking, gaining strength, gaining size naturally, but doing it very lean, which has never really been my thing. More because of, I guess, body dysmorphia, if anything. I hate being small. I started out as that tiny ass kid who was naturally skinny with abs. So for me to get abs and veins going again, okay, cool, I'm just going back to where I came from. And if I drop from 190 down to like, you know, 170, even to like the 160s, I stepped on stage I think in the mid 150s when I was like really dieted down. To me, that's just like backtracking. I feel like I don't even lift again. I hate that. So what we're going to base this diet on is going to be a very slow and gradual diet because there's going to be refeeds. There's going to be periods in which I add more calories if I see my strength failing, for example. So what we're going to base this whole diet on is basically get as lean as I can without losing strength and while still looking like I lift. Okay, so strength is priority because I'm powerlifting. It's easy to maintain, I shouldn't say it's easy, but it's possible to maintain your strength and continue growing in strength while dieting down. You just have to be very strategic about it, and the diet has to be very gradual and slow. If you dive into a fast-ass, shred-up, quick diet, you will lose strength and size. Size is inevitable. I'm going to lose some of the fluff, so I'm going to lose some of the size. I may not fit an XL anymore. This is a large right now, and it looks like a medium on me. By the way, guys, we have tons of mediums right now. We'll be getting more large than XL soon. We'll be restocking the site soon. Site is in the info box below. That's my plug for the day. But if I get to the point where I really just feel insecure, because that happens. When I'm close to a show, I'll meet somebody new and be like, oh, I look like I'm 12 when I'm dieted down. So I literally, like, my face gets even more baby looking and it sucks up. And then my body just gets so thin that like, I don't even fill out t-shirts anymore and I look like this little like dweeb who doesn't even lift. And I actually literally get insecure. I'm like, oh wow, I wish these people met me when I like looked my full, strapping, swole self, and not like a skinny ass little 12-year-old. Granted, I have a baby face now, but I've actually had women tell me firsthand that I look better in the off season when my face is filled out and my body's filled out. So we're gonna get lean. I'm gonna get the abs back. We're gonna get the lines back. We're gonna become marketable and what you young kids like to call aesthetic again. But we're not sacrificing the strength, and I'm not going to get so crazy down to contest weight where I walk around not even looking like I lift when I have clothes on. So that's the game plan. You got it, dude. I'm focusing on the mirror and strength, not the scale. The scale is just for Kyle Hunt to adjust my macros. All right, day number 1 of week number 5, the final working week of the 6-week program. The 6th and final week is an option of either a deload week or a PR week, and of course we're going to PR, so stay tuned next week for all that. But this week is still very heavy. Low rep ranges. Today was heavy squat day, so it went really well. I'm very pleased with it. The final working set was one simple set of 390 pounds for 1 to 4 reps. And I got a good solid 2 reps. I'm very pleased. This is my very final warm-up set. And I'm very pleased because both reps were very clean. The second one was a little slow, but that's just a matter of continuing to build power and explosive speed. But that'll come with practice. But my technique stayed very tight, and I'm extremely happy with it. The bumper plates make it look badass too. So my 3 sets of deadlifts were very lightweight and very low repetitions. Johnny did this because I actually have a heavier deadlift day coming up at the end of the week, and too much deadlifting can definitely wipe out your CNS. However, since we are only lifting 3 days this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that leaves a lot more recovery time in between, so we did a little bit of light deadlifting today. And quite honestly, I'm glad it was light and short and sweet because it felt really freaking heavy. As I stated to you guys in a previous video, I'm really done with conventional deadlifts. I mean, my lower back looks a little extra funny both on squats and deads right now because I kept my belt very loose today, just for the sake of comfort. But even besides that, I'm really just sick of the conventional stance. It's like Snap City galore, so I'm switching to sumos for sure. Today, after the final workout, I actually did my extra exercise just sumo deadlifts, and I kept it very light to stay loyal to Candido's programming because of course he wants me to rest my CNS. So we stayed at 225, and I really just used today to practice feeling out and activating the muscles used in a sumo. So I really practiced spreading the floor apart, keeping the knees wide, external rotation, all that stuff. Basically just practicing using the muscles I'm not used to using through a sumo deadlift. So the question comes down, is sumo easier than conventional because the range of motion is less? Though the range of motion is less than a sumo deadlift, I do not believe they are any easier at all. In fact, I believe the answer to that question is completely subjective to the lifter. For some people who have very strong hamstrings, very low hamstring tie-ins, good hip strength, etc., sumos may come naturally and be a stronger movement for them. For someone like myself, who's definitely more quad dominant, who doesn't have that interior hamstring strength, etc., they're definitely harder for me. So it's completely subjective to your build. Each person will find a different experience for each variation of the movement. Both of them are very effective in their own way and can pose a good challenge. If one really was any easier than the other, there would honestly be 2 separate categories, or one would be banned altogether when it came to powerlifting meets. Yet that's not the case. A sumo deadlifter can compete against a conventional deadlifter at any given meet. So I'm excited. I think on my PR week, I'm going to PR on everything except for deadlifts, and instead I'm going to PR on my sumo deadlift, which won't be about 500 pounds, I imagine, just to see where I'm at for sumos. And then I have a very strategical game plan that I'm excited about kicking into gear to help build up my sumo deadlifting strength over the course of the next 6 weeks when we repeat this program. So that's the latest, fellas. Subscribe now. Please like the video and please comment below. I was gassed after this and did like half an hour of Thai stretching.